Alright, it's William Jiaming from Learn Finance Trade. I want to talk a little bit about a concept that may be a little bit hard to get around. Is call option as well as put option. Okay, so for example, if there is a pretty long time for the expiration, which means that there's a lot more time, more opportunities for you to exercise call as well as put. You might think this is like this. Don't memorize this is a wrong answer. You might think the longer we have time t, the higher the call value as well as the put value, but it's not the case. Of course, call we always have a higher value, because if call we got limitless upper limit. Okay, so the longer time you have, the more time for the online asset to rise above that specific strike price. Okay, so for this, you have more time, so it's more likely to rise above. Okay, and secondly, we got this time value. Okay, the third is that remember we got dividends, right? So we got more opportunities to actually capture the dividend. So if you exercise it, you call it, you got more time to get the dividends. But if you exercise, say you pretty late, you still got more time to get this, because you sort of change the call option for this actual stock, then we can get a dividend. So we got this more opportunity to capture dividends. Okay, dividends. But the put option is not necessarily so, because right now, if you are say using the American puts, and the stock price is something like this. So right now, the stock price dropped to nearly zero. Okay, so 0.1 or 0.001. Okay, and then it go up. So for example, this dip is some financial crisis. So the put options gain is sort of like we have to maximize the value. So for example, the puts exercise price is $60, and you go back to zero. So if you exercise at this exact moment, you can approximately capture this $6 gain, but later you may not have the chance. So you already got this maybe the highest amount that you can get, and you should exercise it. So it's not about the longer time you have, then you can get more, because the early exercise may be good for you. Early exercise may be good for you, okay? Especially about American puts, because American can exercise earlier. It's not like European style, and because if the longer you wait, the less dividends. Okay, because it's constantly paying dividends, and if you do not exercise the puts, you got a pretty long time, right? And if you do not exercise early, you still have that stock in your hand and can receive dividends. Okay, so the signal is kind of a mix. You can receive dividends, of course. You can gain a lot of money, but you also because you can't predict the future. Okay, so you don't know whether the dip in the price is like a temporary, or it's like the lowest that you will get. So if you exercise, you can get more, or you want to wait. If you want to wait, you still have the stock. You can get a dividends, and you can, you can get money. So the time signal is kind of mixed, and of course we can have a pretty high interest rate, and if you have this pretty high interest rate and the time is pretty long, and if you don't sell it, you will not get that money. You will not use that money to say save that to in the bank and then have this compounded effect. So the signal is kind of mixed. So I think because it's really complex and kind of mixed, I think you just need to memorize this part, because early exercise may be pretty good enough. Okay? And don't forget to give me a thumb up, and thanks. Bye.